Now at 6, it's the biggest fireworks show on the West Coast. What you need to know about the Big Bay Boom.
Plus, beaches will be packed today, so we are live with reminders before you head out to the coast.
I think definitely we're going to be competitive from the get-go.
We sure hope so. We sit down with some of the newest players for San Diego's new Major League Soccer team.
You're watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Chris Groh.
And I'm Neda Iranpour. And yes, we have everything you need to know about the Big Bay Boom and if you're going to the beach. So we have team coverage for you this morning.
CBS 8's Regina Yarita is live in Pacific Beach. But first, we do want to probably get you out with a little bit of information about your forecast. So let's go to meteorologist Evan Irani for a check here. Evan?
I'm just mesmerized by the fireworks behind you.
So
I was
cool.
hoping I would have fireworks behind me like that. That was pretty cool. It is going to be another hot one. We know a lot of people are probably getting ready for the day, and that in many cases means going to claim your spot along the beach. So if that's your plan, expect temperatures to be in the 70s by the time you get out there. I mean, already we're in the 60s. We'll be in the 70s as early as honestly, 8:30, maybe 9 a.m. We could see those 80s along the coast. Inland valleys are going to be climbing toward 90 degrees this afternoon, so it's just getting hotter as you make your way east. Another good day to avoid the mountains and deserts as temperatures soar to 10, 20 degrees above average, 96 across the mountains, 116 out there for the deserts. Here's what it's like outside right now, 66 in Oceanside, 68 in downtown San Diego, so just moments away from the low 70s. Palomar Mountain's already there at 77, Julian's at 74. Expected to be a hot one, but beautiful firework viewing weather. In the meantime, we do want to send things out to CBS 8's Regina Yarita. She's live in Pacific Beach with some reminders if you are headed to the beach. Regina, that is going to likely be the busiest place in San Diego County for the day today.
Yeah, good morning, Evan. And look, you mentioned how people are probably already claiming their spot at the beach. I've seen several people already carrying their table, their chairs. So they're ready. They're ready to start the festivities. And with that, of course, comes some precautions, some safety reminders, especially some of the trash that anything that you bring. A reminder that if you obviously bring food or anything like that, please take it with you. Don't just leave it here at the beach. Take a listen to what some of the city leaders have told us.
Tons of single-use plastics, a lot of plastic foodware, bottle caps, cigarette butts are always top of the list, and a lot of plastic fragments and styrofoam fragments.
And so that's just some of the trash that ends up at our beaches. Unfortunately, it's not all fun and festivities. July 4th is known to be California's dirtiest day of the year. There's also bottles of medication, millions of balls of styrofoam, tens of thousands of cigarette butts that end up at our beaches. So if you bring it onto the beach, make sure to take it with you. The trash bins will get full. Don't just leave things on the top. They'll blow away and into the water. On top of that, San Diego lifeguards are also reminding visitors about safety precautions when it comes to swimming in the beach. SDFD lifeguards help keep an average of 17 million visitors safe and conduct an estimated 7,000 rescues at local beaches each year. Beach and bay visitors are being reminded to swim near a lifeguard and to avoid swimming while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Those who participate in aquatic activities should also be aware of the safest places to swim or surf, as well as the safety requirements for equipment. So back out here, it is going to be a good time here at our San Diego beaches. It's going to be crowded. There's going to be a lot of people here with those 4th of July festivities, being very patriotic. I love it. But just a reminder, right? If you bring anything, take it with you. Don't leave it at our beach.
Right.
Yeah.
We want it to be clean on the 5th of July. We'll see if that happens. Let's hope so. Love the red, white, and blue we got going on.
Yeah, you can't see us, Regina,
Very
but
nice.
we are matching you and the CBS 8 mic flag there, red, white, and blue. So we do like to see that everyone got the memo.
Yes, in the spirit. It's good to see you, Regina. Thank you
I
for that.
just noticed that the mic just
Yeah.
brings part of that patriarchy that we have right here.
Patriotism.
Yeah,
Not the
thank you.
patriot.
We are fighting against that patriarchy here
We know
in
what you
America.
meant. All good.
The monarchy. All right. Well, thank you so much, Regina. All right. Well, switching gears here. Not really, though. The Big Bay Boom Fireworks Show is nearly ready to go. It's the largest fireworks show on the West Coast, And we're told that it takes about 4 days to get it all set up.
It is a sight to see. And look at, I mean, this is what you get to be under if you're there along the water. Yeah, about
Right
half
here.
a million people expected to watch the show in person. So areas like Harbor Island and Shelter Island, great spots to view along the Embarcadero downtown, the waterfront. The key is getting there early to find a spot. The show is 18 minutes long, and organizers promise fireworks that you've never seen before.
This year, I'm really excited just to see all the shells. There's some really unique things that I haven't seen enough of, and most people haven't seen at all.
Yes, get there early. I mean, you can go get a bite or a drink there downtown and then get set up for the show. It starts at 9 p.m. There will be expanded trolley service for the Big Bay Boom. Even though MTS is operating on a Sunday schedule today, they're adding service on all 3 trolley lines. So you can park for free at several transit stations and then ride the trolley. And because it is a holiday, any fare-paying customer can bring someone for free. So you got a deal there. And a reminder, if you do decide to drive to see the Big Bay Boom, right now crews are working on a sewer main along Harbor Drive. So that'll impact traffic from Park Boulevard to Beardsley Street. Yeah, that might be a mess. Traffic is reduced to 1 lane in both directions there. The city says expect even more delays than normal.
And the fun starts early in Coronado. The Crown City Classic 12K and 5K starts at 7 a.m., less than an hour away. Then the 75th Annual Independence Day Parade starts at 10 a.m. It will go along Orange Avenue from First Street to Churchill Place. There will be more activities throughout the day, including a Navy Leapfrogs demonstration and a patriotic concert. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll take you back to that parade in the 70s. And right now, Coronado has a brand new free shuttle. Visitors and residents can get free rides on weekdays during the summer. It goes across Coronado from the beach to the ferry landing area. The city is also offering free bus service for Kay's residents for the 4th today. And if you can't make it to the Big Bay Boom, there will also be fireworks shows in Chula Vista, El Cajon, and Escondido, just to name a few. Legoland and SeaWorld will also have special events, and you can go back in time in Old Town. They will celebrate how San Diegans did back in the 1800s. We have a full list of events on the main page of CBS8.com. And a reminder to everyone today to not drink and drive. Right now through Sunday, the California Highway Patrol is in a maximum enforcement period.
So that means all available officers that are not on vacation will be working this period. So even myself, I'll be working, handling some of the media calls and things like that during this holiday weekend.
Now, patrol officers will be on high alert for speeding, texting, and driving, and people driving under the influence. Over this period last year, CHP officers arrested over 1,200 motorists statewide on suspicion of driving under the influence.
And there are closures because of the holiday. Most government-run agencies and their offices will be closed today. Also, City of San Diego libraries, pools, and rec centers will be closed. That includes public buildings in Balboa Park. The Miramar landfill is also closed. Curbside trash and recycling pickup will be delayed by 1 day. We have good news. Parking meters will not be enforced. So that'll help you if you can get a spot, of course. And now let's turn to this other news here about the brush fires burning around San Diego. This morning, fire officials have lifted evacuation orders and all road closures previously put in place because of the McCain fire. So that's good news. People can head back home. It started Monday when a car fire on the 8 spread to nearby brush there in Boulevard. The fire, which has burned now 1,600 acres, is up to 70% containment. Meanwhile, the border fire, which started Tuesday, is now 50% contained. Officials say it burned just 23 acres in Tecate, and the cause of that one is under investigation.
Well, as we look ahead here to the forecast, Evan, you were speaking a lot yesterday about relative humidity, especially in those areas where firefighters were, again, battling these flames. How are things looking? Is it still that dry?
It just tends to get dry each afternoon. That marine layer, the one that you see right behind me here, only extends as far east as mostly your western valleys. So that's where relative humidity tends to be particularly high, including along the coast, everywhere you see here on the screen. But it doesn't extend as far east as where those fire crews are. And then as we get toward each afternoon, we tend to see Campo's relative humidity drop down to the teens, which is dangerously low, very, very low. Just means that the brush out there is particularly dry, or at least moving in that drying direction rapidly, especially with your afternoon highs in Campo in the upper 90s each afternoon. Let's take a look at that satellite radar. The marine layer clouds are helping to keep the coast a little bit more mild and comfortable. So if you are going to be headed to the beach, you can thank the clouds for now. They won't last for long. But if you are looking for the sunshine as early as 7, 8 a.m., you might not be so lucky. It'll be closer to 9, 10 a.m. that we'll have to wait to see that sun prevail along your coastal communities. Something new here is a beach hazard statement, 3 to 5 foot waves, sets of 7-footers possible the farther north you go and toward your west-facing beaches. So those are going to be the most intense waves we see. If you're not an experienced surfer or swimmer, just make sure to check in with a lifeguard, have them give you the lay of the land and whether or not it's safe to get all the way in that water. But for our experienced surfers, enjoy it. Have a great time. Excessive heat warning everywhere besides the coastline. So that's the pink on your screen here. And it's not just San Diego County. It's up into Riverside County, Imperial County. It doesn't really matter where you look. Southern California and really the southwestern U.S. is going to be trending 10 to 20 degrees above normal for Friday and Saturday. 87 for Santee this afternoon, 69 for La Jolla. What a difference you see with that cool sea breeze and the marine layer clouds along the coastline. Taking you up to North County, 75 for Carlsbad, 84 for Fallbrook this afternoon. San Marcos looking at a high of 83, 87 for Escondido, and there's Ramona at 94 degrees. The mountains, 90s are going to be common, and in some cases like Campo could hit 100 degrees. Borrego Springs, 116, Ocotillo, 113. We're going to get even hotter as tomorrow comes around. Not cooling by much going into next week. If we look at the 8-day forecast, which we will in just a few minutes, you'll see that temperatures next week are still going to be well above average and in some cases hotter than what we see for tomorrow and Saturday. Let's take a look at traffic. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but there's not a lot of people out there going to work this morning. We instead are looking at pretty mild conditions out there along your roadways. So head out at your normal speed, enjoy it, be safe, please, and expect traffic to really pick up closer to the beach once you start to try to make your way to the coast. Oh, this is also, unsurprisingly, no one is going to work. So San Ysidro Port of Entry, 5-minute across the Port of Entry. Otay Mesa Port of Entry is also going to be about 5 minutes. That's the fastest we've seen it, honestly, ever. Back to you.
Yes, and definitely a holiday. Thank you so much, Evan. Still ahead here, brand new developments in the Israel-Hamas war and a proposed ceasefire.
Plus, more calls are coming in for President Biden to step aside in his bid for re-election. And a warning about illegal fireworks, the danger for you, for military veterans, and your pets.